Hey guys, welcome back. So last time we were able to fetch our contacts from the server, we sent them to context and we were able to read them on our FlatList. So in this one, I want us to go ahead and create the image thumbnail component so that here we can show like WD, or here we show like TL if the user doesn't have a picture. Also, I want us to style this one a little bit better so that it looks a bit neater. So first thing we're gonna need to do is change the background of the whole layout. So we're gonna go to where we have the whole layout, I believe here. Then I'm just gonna add a style. So for now, I'm just gonna turn the background color to white. So I'll just use colors.white. Save it, and now it's white. Then this, look at the alignment here. This is not looking really great. So what I want to do is come over here and make everything align center. So when do align center, this one goes down. Then let's also make this one go down a bit. So you can say align center here, and these ones go quite down. So what we can do now is, what we need to do now is put the phone number below the name, and also add a country code to the phone number, and also increase the fonts and that kind of thing. So if we come here in our render item, we have this. So we don't need the phone in there, so we're gonna have a view here to hold only the names. Then the phone number can go outside that. So this means that this style will only be applicable to the names. So we can copy it out and only apply it to the view that has the names. Then the phone number, I'm gonna carry it out and bring it here so it's down there. Okay, so another thing we want to do now is to make sure that here there is some padding on the left. Okay, so for this view that's holding the contents inside here, we want it to have some paddings on the left. So we can come over here and add another style. So here we can say padding left. Let's give it like 20. So save, and you see that now it moves in front here. So for the names, I'm gonna have another style. So style will be styles.names.name. So this is gonna be the same style for the other names. So the last name and the first name. So now we can come in here and have our name. So let's increase the font size to 17. So that makes it quite bigger. So for the phone number, I'm gonna come here and put phone number. Since we're already in JS, we can just use our chemicals. So for the phone number, I want it to be grayed out. So we can say color. Then we need to import our colors. Then we want to say gray. Let's make sure we're importing colors. Then let's apply our style, of course. So we're gonna come here and put our style. It's gonna be styles.phone number. Save it, and it's grayed out. So instead of me graying it out, I'm just gonna change its opacity because the color is looking a lot dull. So I'll just change the opacity to 0.6. Okay. Then let me increase the font to 14. So font size 14. Then let me give it some padding, vertical of 5, so you get some spaces. Okay, so looking good. The icon looks quite small, so we're gonna need to increase that. So we can go to where it is. So here, let's give it some size. Let's give it like 21. Save it, and that's bigger. I'm gonna give it a color of gray because it looks like the color is getting out of hand. So color of gray. Save it. Okay, let's change it to 17, and that looks better. Okay, so this looks good to me. So let's go ahead and add a thumbnail for these contacts that don't have a contact picture. So we can do that by going here where we are showing our dummy item. So in here we can say, okay, if we don't have the picture, then we can show the first name, the first character of the first name, and the first character of the last name. So here the first character of the first name will be first name 0. So let's make sure we get that. And then we show the first character of the last name too. So last name 0. Okay, so we want them to go from left to right. So what we will do now is make this flex direction row. Also, we want things to go in the center, so you can say justify content center. Then let's align item center so they go in the middle. Then we need to make these ones bigger and white. So we can specify a style. If we say for the name, then they're gonna be the first name is gonna be bigger. Let's do the one for the last name. Also, we need this to have a border radius similar to the one we have on the image. So the border radius here can be 100. So now that they are on this gray background, we can make the text color white. So last time we saw how to join styles. So here we can put a comma and have another style. So color, then we can do something like colors.white. Save it, and yeah, so let's duplicate it for the last name. So save, and now we have our thumbnails showing, we have our names, and things are looking a lot better. So about the country code, here where we are showing the phone number, we can have another text that shows the country code first. So you can just copy this. Actually, you know what? Here, let's use this template literal syntax and show two things. So this one is going to be the country code, and we need to destructure it also. So we leave a space and show the phone number. So the phone number also needs to use this template literal syntax. So we can do this. So now let's go ahead and destructure the country code. So we can come here, destructure it out, and save. So now it's loading, and when it's done, then it is showing our country code and then the number. So this here should be like numbers, of course. So we're gonna be fixing that when we are creating the contact. So this is gonna do it for the video. You get, so there is something else you can do. If you wanted to add like a line in between here, you could do that by adding another prop to the FlatList. It's called item separator component. So this one can be just a view. So for this view, you can just say maybe I want it to have a height of 0.5. So I'm gonna do this in a style actually. So let's do style height 1. Then let's give it some background color of gray. So colors dot gray. So now it should just be a component that returns a view. So we want to make sure it's a function. So you see now it's gonna load, and when it's done, then we have the items. They also have this separator. So instead of us having one here, I'm actually gonna change it to 0.5. So when it's smaller, now I believe this looks a lot better. Okay, so I hope that gave you an insight on what's possible when you're styling list views. And yeah, so thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.